Hello. Hi. We made it. So there was over 50 of you on that video chat. Bloody amazing. Honestly, guys, I'm always amazed by that chat. One second. So a bit of sneezes. Right. So I'm gonna do a couple of things. I was gonna do a dog walk. Can't do that because the weather in the UK is disgusting. So the weather in the UK is absolutely terrible. It's like really bad. I mean, I know life is a gift and all that, and every day is special, every moment is special. But I tell you what, maybe not today. Hi everyone. So who we got? So it takes a good. Sometimes it takes as long as half an hour before you guys um join me. But I know bit by bit you guys are coming on. Um, I've had the heating on. Sorry, I'm jumping up and down all the. I've had the heating on for a good while, so I'm hoping it'll stay warm while we do this live stream. So I'm going to just get you guys on here so I can see your messages. Right, so hang on. This is one of the live streams I've been putting off for ages. I should have done this 3 weeks ago. I actually was going to do this months ago when the book first came out. I'm not even sure how long ago it was now when the book came out. Have any of you read this book? Probably most of you have not. I think we've all seen interviews about it and discussions about it, but I don't know how many of you have read it. How many have any of you read this? Matthew, have you read the book? Let's get the chat up. Here we are. Have any of you read this book? Okay, I've got the chat. That's good. Makes life a bit easier for me. So what? Let me just tell you something. I always say this, and I say it for a reason. I am not a researcher, even though I do a lot of research. I hate reading books, even though I do read a lot of books. Yeah. Everything I say is for entertainment purposes, not a fact. It's just Louis in his kitchen with our very loyalty is the key word at the moment, Team Elvis. Now remember, loyalty with Team Elvis is a two-way thing. Yeah, it's no good me being loyal to you and then behind my back you're double crossing me with other people. Loyalty. Now many of you have been put to the test, haven't you, with loyalty, and you've been very good to me. Actually, one of them, coincidentally, that has been very loyal and good to me is Matthew, that hillbilly cat. Many times I've seen Matthew defending me. I'm not going to start picking names out, guys. I'm just saying, after what we've been through in the last 3 to 4 days, the word loyalty is sticking in my head. It's like, how can I say it, guys? Awkward. I don't know if people always take me seriously. When I say to people, we are a family, we're like relatives, we're like, right, so, let me just send her the link. So Linda's trying to get to us. Let me send it to Linda. Linda is a great example. Linda is a great example. She just messaged me. She's going to join us now. I've just sent her the link. Very loyal. No matter what has happened, through thick and thin, she has been there for our group. Remember, loyalty isn't just Louis, it's Team Elvis. Yeah? We're called Team Elvis for a reason. Yeah? We're called Team Elvis for a reason. And that is because we have each other's back. Yeah? We've become friends. We've got to know each other. Yeah? Many people have been tested. Remember, in the last 17 months, we have lost a good few people. I would say as many as 20 people we've lost because of lack of loyalty. Yeah, loyalty is extremely important in this group. Yeah, and I just want to make it clear to everyone. Thanks, Matthew. That's very kind. I feel the same way about you, Matthew. Okay. Obviously, we love Matthew, don't we? Loyalty. How can I explain it? It isn't a one-sided thing. So if people enjoy my show and have fun, because obviously you make a lot of friends on this show. We're a family. We all love each other. Yeah. But it's no good me being loyal with you guys if some of you behind my back are being two-faced. Yeah. So it is extremely important. This is the problem we've had. The reason we had a problem with this secretly set up Facebook Messenger, okay, by people that we have been very good to. Yeah, we have been very friendly and very good to these people. Okay, very kind. Yeah. As I keep saying, these people have not been kind to us. Yeah. So loyalty is a very important thing. Now it's okay, guys. We can agree to disagree. Like I think I'm on the messenger once. I was told off for using a newspaper clip. Okay. I said to that person, "Why are you being petty and childish?" I stand by it. That person trying to stop me. There was three people. Three people told me off for using a newspaper clip, posting it on our Facebook page. I called one of them petty and childish. It was. It is petty and childish. Stand by it. Stand by it. Friends can disagree. Remember, we're a family. We're a team. We can disagree on stuff. It's okay. But to then see what then went on to happen after having a little altercation about a stupid bloody newspaper clip that was a public clip, by the way, public. It didn't belong to anyone. To then go on and set up a secret page to go against me, to go against my group, to go against Donna Presley, to go against Riley Q, to also entice people away from my group. Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And that is where loyalty completely fell on its arse. Yes, we can agree to disagree on things. Yeah, maybe we call each other silly names like childish, petty, two-faced, whatever it is, yeah? But to go on and do that, that is pure betrayal. Pure betrayal. So I do, hi Karen, I do expect loyalty from Team Elvis, and we expect it from each other. So if you guys are loyal to me and Team Elvis, we at Team Elvis are loyal back. Okay, guys? So sorry for the lecture, but it's so important to me because we've lost so many people. You know, we've lost a good 20 people in the last 17 months because they decided to go a different route, become two-faced, to backstab, to double-cross us, because they don't agree with how we defend. Now, the true people have stayed true. Even if we've had different opinions, because we've had different opinions, haven't we, guys? Yeah? They've still stayed true to what we represent, defending Elvis and Lisa, the bloodline, within a group called Team Elvis. I'm the front person. I am not the group. I am the front person. Whatever we go through together. So when we go through good and bad times, we go through them together. Haven't we gone through hell together? Can I just say that to you guys? Haven't we gone through hell together? And this is why I feel so let down by certain people. And that's basically it. Yeah. And no matter what anyone says, I was a bloody good friend to these people. So what if we had a few disagreements on the Facebook Messenger chat? So what? Who cares? Good friends stay loyal. They can have little disagreements, but they stay loyal. So what if I used a newspaper clip? It's pathetic. It's childish. Do you see my point, guys? Yeah? We have been through 17 months of hell. We've been under attack from YouTube channels, And some of these people have been very two-faced, yeah, and become friends with these YouTube channels. It ain't right. We don't deserve it. We do not deserve it. Anyway, guys, I'm waffling. So let's get on with the topic. So this, I know, I just want to say I am not a researcher. What's this? Linda, Karen, talking to Louis, watching us. Let's have a look. Sorry, let me just get your comments. Yeah, Team Elvis, you rock. You got it. You got it. We are a force. We are a force. And we stand with, and it's very important, we stand with Donna Presley. We support Elvis's grandkids. We support Lisa's children, even if they make mistakes. And they will make mistakes. Yeah? And there is there has been a change in my group. I am not anti the Smiths. I will discuss the Smiths. That I will bring up their mistakes. I'm upset about their mistakes. I fully agree that Lisa was right to cut them off back then. I'm not going to cancel out their mistakes. And I'm upset at the documentaries, biographies, the tabloids and all that. Yes, they messed up, but they are Elvis's family, and I will support the Smiths to a certain degree. I like their channel, Elvis Fans Matter. I like Memphis Mafia Kid. In fact, both of them recently have done very good videos. Yeah, I am not anti-Smiths, but I will not ignore the mistakes of the past. We will discuss them sometimes. Now, the Stanleys, I have no time for. I have no time for the Stanleys, all of them. Okay, I want to make that. I'm putting that out there, guys. I have no time for any of the Stanleys. I don't class them as family. They're not blood. Vernon and Dee had a divorce. I'm not happy with the things that are being said and have been said by all of the Stanleys, including Billy. So I put that out there, okay, guys? I don't hate them. I'm not angry at them. I just don't agree with the things they say. I definitely don't agree with the way Billy treated me. Okay. So, and I definitely am still upset about Billy saying that Elvis shagged his ex-wife. Don't like it. Pisses me off. All right. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. Okay, guys. Now, to the people that have betrayed and double-crossed and backstabbed me, I forgive them. I forgive them. I want to be honest. I forgive them. Whoever we're talking about, you're forgiven. No hard feelings. Good luck to you. Be on your way. Do your thing. Good luck. You're not part of Team Elvis. You are out. You are out. Okay? Right. So I want to repeat something, guys. Yeah, Pat, if we want to talk about it, let's really do it now. Pat, I hope you understand me. I would love it if the Smiths apologized for their mistakes and showed regret. Okay? I would love that. I also fully agree with Lisa Marie, how she treated these people. Okay? She cut them off, said rotten hell, all of that. I agree with her. But today, 2026, no. These are blood family of Elvis. They are Elvis's. Billy Smith is Elvis's first cousin, and I'm not going to hate on them. I'm not going to be against them. I support their channels, and I will respect Elvis, who is right behind me on the screen as well. I will respect that the Smiths are Elvis's blood family. I will respect that. I will honor that. There's no way, Pat, this is for you. There's no way that Elvis would want me to hate these people. No way. They are his blood. Elvis really did love the Smiths. He really did love Billy. Yeah. If you do basic research, it's very clear that Elvis truly loved Billy Smith. So obvious. And it was both ways. Yeah, they let him down. They double-crossed him. They backstabbed him. They betrayed him. But the love was there. The blood is in the veins. Yeah. Now, don't forget, Donna Presley has never trashed Elvis. Ever. She's never double-crossed him, backstabbed him, wrote a trash book, done a trash tabloid, documentary, biography, you name it. Donna Presley has been totally true to Elvis. Okay? So, of course, the way I support Donna and the way Donna is part of our group, Team Elvis, is very special. Yeah. To me, Donna is like the queen of our group. Donna is, to me, the queen of defending Elvis. Yeah. Yes, it's our group. Team Elvis is our group. I'm the front person of the group, but Donna is very special. Okay. So my friendship with Donna is very different. I'm not friends with the Smiths. I'm not friends with the Smiths. I'm friends with Donna and Karen, of course. Okay. So let me just check your comments and then we'll start doing the topic. Now, this topic I know nothing about. I know nothing about this topic. This is a literally, let's start from scratch and just talk about it and see what happens. Yeah. So please don't hold me as an expert. Yeah, Lisa definitely deserved better. Lou, I don't hate, but I strongly just, I don't see why you have, it's up to you, Deborah, it's up to you what you do, okay? I don't see why you have to dislike them. We acknowledge they made serious mistakes, yeah? We're upset with them. We want them to apologize and show regret, but why does it have to be a strong dislike? I don't see that. Remember, these are elderly people as well. Pat, I want them to say sorry, just like you. I want them to show regret, just like you. I don't think these people should be hated. I don't. And I also believe Elvis would want us to forgive them. I really believe that. Yeah. Don't forget, I have no anger or hate in my heart, guys. I'm always, with the Stanleys, I don't hate them. I just, in my mind, Louis the fan with the Stanleys, I just don't count them as family. It doesn't mean that I hate them. I don't hate them. I just don't count them as family. So sometimes people take it too personal. I know Lisa deserved better, which is why I've said I agree with her actions. This is for you, Deborah. I know that Lisa deserved better. Yeah? And Deborah, don't confuse things. When I say forgive, that doesn't mean we accept what happened. I repeat, when I say forgive, that doesn't mean we accept what happened. It doesn't mean that we forgive what happened. I don't forgive what happened. I don't forgive the books, the documentaries, the biographies, the tabloids, the trashing, the backstabbing. I don't forgive any of that. The type of forgiveness I'm talking about is very different. It's very different. It's almost from it's a Christian type of forgiveness where you don't agree with what's gone on, but you forgive in your heart. It's very different. They're separate things. Yeah. You're not saying I accept what went wrong, the mistake. You're saying I'm a good person, I'm a Christian person, or a good-hearted person. So I have to find space in my heart to forgive. Yeah, it's you get what I'm saying, guys? Yeah, there we are. Emma's just said it. You can forgive, but you don't forget. That'll do. Right, I agree with you. I agree. I'm not expecting them to say sorry. I'm not expecting. That is what, but I do think that is what should happen. Yeah, I'm with you, Emma. I can't see the sorry coming. Yeah. But that doesn't mean I'm going to be angry and hateful in my heart. Deborah, I don't think you're understanding me. Right, come on, let's all talk with Deborah. Deborah, there's different kinds of forgiveness. Okay? There's just forgiveness from being kind, and okay? Or there's forgiving the actions. I'm not forgiving their actions. Let's get this very clear. Deborah, this is for me and you. I'm not forgiving what they did at all. I'm forgiving as a human being to another human being with kindness. There's a big difference, okay? I don't accept what they did. I won't forgive what they did, okay? Do we understand? Is anyone going to help me explain this to Deborah? This is my way forward, guys, with our group, because you can't ignore that they are blood. You can't ignore that it's Elvis's first cousin. It is what it is, guys. I'll just wait for you to comment and then we'll start doing the topic. Yeah, Emma, can you explain it for Deborah for me? Obviously, Deborah is very important. I just want her to try and understand where I'm coming from. Can anyone here help me explain it? There we are, Linda. There we are. It's hard to forgive their actions. We can't forgive their actions, but we can forgive them as Elvis's cousin. Thank you. That is the point. Do we understand that? Do we understand that? Okay, guys, I think we've said enough on that. Thank you, Linda, for jumping in. And Linda, you know we're always thinking of you. Right. I think what I'm going to do is I've got a Facebook thing that I put up. Okay. Now I don't understand. I don't know anything about this book, so I did a very quick. Let's just ask artificial intelligence and see what it says. Yeah, I'm going to read that out and then I'm going to play a video. Okay, guys? Right, okay, let's read it. Now, guys, you know I hate reading. Okay. So remember, this is AI. This is artificial intelligence. I did speak to it a little bit, ask it a few questions. This is what it came back with. Then we're going to play a Peter Guralnick interview, okay? Can I just quickly ask 1 second? Have any of you read the book? Have any of you read the book? Colonel Tom Parker and the King. Just a quick question. Have any of you read the book? I'm interested to know. Okay, let me start reading it. I definitely have not read the book. So this is like a beginning. This is like, yeah, Karen is watching. I think, Karen, are you watching? Yeah. Let me just get your comments up. Am I on the right one? Let's have a look. Yeah, we're on. We're on, guys. Yeah, Linda hasn't read it. Right. I haven't read it either. Okay. This is for us, is just a bit of an intro. Okay. So it says here, full and factual deep dive. Colonel Tom Parker, Elvis Presley, and the partnership that rocked the world. Okay. I just want to make sure this is about the book. So I did this a couple of weeks ago. Okay. There's a bit of a disclaimer there. Yeah, Karen is watching. Hi, Karen. Right. What this book is, verifiable basics. Now, I haven't read this. This is my first time reading this. The Colonel and the King, Tom Parker, Elvis Presley, and the partnership that rocked the world. Okay? This is not my words, okay? Author Peter Guralnick. It's a major listing to describe it as a long, detailed work, 624 pages. It says who the author is, and let's have a look. The publisher, sorry. Grounded heavily in Parker's own correspondence, letters, and telegrams. Okay, well, that's new to me. So it basically says there are letters and telegrams in it. Okay, I didn't know that. Don't forget, I know nothing about this book. Peter Guralnick is widely known as one of the leading writers on American popular music history, especially roots, tradition, blues, soul, country, early rock. Now, he's written quite a few books, hasn't he? He's very well known, isn't he? So Elvis history is a big thing that has given him a lot of credibility. He wrote The Last Train to Memphis, Careless Love. His wider work shows he's not a tabloid Elvis author. So he's a respected book writer, as that we call him. So I think he's written quite a few books, hasn't he, guys? Have I missed any other books? It says here, Last Train to Memphis and Careless Love. We do have both those books. Okay, let's have a look. So he also did, I think, Sweet Soul Music, Lost Highway, Feeling Like Home. Let's have a look. What is this? I'm not really sure about this bit. The Triumph of Sam Cooke, Dream Boogie. There are repeated cited official publishers. I'm not really sure what that bit means. Okay. He's known for archival research interviews. Okay. What sources the book relies on? Multiple publisher reviews, interviews, pages describe the book as drawing on previously unpublished troves of correspondence with Colonel Tom Parker's archive, especially letters and telegrams. So they've gone into the archive, treasure troves, and they're using letters and telegrams. Okay. A publisher interview write-up also states that the project benefited from access to Parker's letters, telegrams. Let me just tell Jeffrey we're live. So Jeffrey just messaged me. He sent me the Ginger Alden interview. A few people sent it me. Then it says a publisher interview writes also states that the project benefited from access to Parker's of letters, telegrams via Graceland's Elvis Presley Enterprises. So did EPE help Peter Guralnick write that book? I know obviously they have the letters, and isn't there a Colonel Tom Parker section now? I'm sure there is. So in plain English, Guralnick is just retelling old stories. Isn't just retelling old stories. He's leaning heavily on Parker's own portrayal. It's a paper trail, then placing that alongside known Elvis history. So they've tried to really be authentic with this, haven't they? Yeah. Let's have a look. I'm just checking your comments, guys. Right. What the book covers about Colonel Tom Parker. The book is described by major review outlets as a re-evaluation of Parker's not a cartoon villain, not a saint, but a complex operator with huge influence on modern show business. I'm sure he does have, yeah. I will just say this, guys. I have hot and cold views on Colonel Tom Parker. I have good views and bad views, okay? As, you know, a typical Elvis fan, we're upset with him overworking Elvis, the movie contracts, interfering with Elvis's decisions. You know, we have strong feelings about Colonel Tom Parker, but I will say this: he has never trashed Elvis in a book, in a tabloid, in a documentary, in a biography. He never sold Elvis out. I'm talking about in books, biographies, documentaries, tabloids. Okay. In other ways, he was terrible. So I've got some strong views on Colonel Tom Parker, good and bad. Okay. I know that he was very good to his wives, things like that. I know he was very close with Priscilla. That worries us. It's very possible he's the reason they got married. He helped push the marriage for Priscilla, and I feel that that's part of the reason Priscilla liked Colonel Tom Parker. Don't forget, Priscilla stayed friends with Colonel Tom Parker. So did Vernon. Vernon carried on trusting Colonel Tom Parker. So it's complicated, yeah? But don't forget, even after Elvis died, Colonel Tom Parker did not double-cross him. He didn't. So it's not all bad. I'm only speaking as a fan. I'm not an expert. Everything I say is for entertainment purposes, okay? So he was working in the Elvis and Vernon office and checking the files, a correspondence, so EP allow him access to all files. All right, Peter Guralnick was. So this is MA Construction. Hi, MM Construction. How you going? Remember, I just speak as a fan. I'm not an expert. I'm not a researcher, okay? So if I get it wrong, tell me. If I get things wrong, put it in the comments. I can put things right, okay? It's fine that we agree and disagree, agree to disagree. Karen, if you want to say something, go ahead. Presley was the primary architect of his own destiny. Karen, Donna's assistant, Donna's close friend, Donna's sister. Elvis was the architect of his own destiny. Karen's words. Okay. Parker before Elvis Guralnick frames as important. Right. Reputable reviews, summaries, Parker, born. So his real name. Obviously, we've all heard this, that he wasn't American, yeah? Andreas Cornelis van Kujic from the Netherlands. Later reinvented himself in the US, building skills through the promotion, showmanship, and working with established. So I'm getting messages. Karen sending me message. I'll do this and I'll read Karen's message. Building skills through promotion, showmanship, and working with established acts, notably country star Eddie Arnold. Yeah, so we know he worked with Eddie Arnold, often mentioned in Parker's career. We've seen Baz Luhrmann's version of Colonel Tom Parker, you know, his adaptation, whatever you want to call it, biopic, whatever you want to call it. So, you know, we're not big fans. I think they portrayed Colonel Tom Parker in Baz Luhrmann's movie Elvis in a comical way, in a bit almost like a caricature, almost a cartoon character. Yeah. So the discovery in 1955, the famous telegram era, publishers described repeatedly highlighting that in early 1955, Parker hears about an unknown teenage drawing a crowd and sending telegrams, letters promoting him as the next big thing. So teenage drawing a crowd and begins sending telegrams, letters promoting him as the next big thing. So I think they're talking about Parker discovering Elvis. Yeah. Let me just quickly check some comments. So Karen has just said we must be careful of framing the relationship with Tom Carper. He did not possess the power to compel Elvis to perform against his will. Okay, thank you. Elvis was the prime. Right, we've said that. Okay, so I'm quite happy to bring in people's comments, guys. Remember, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. Let's have a look. So Emma says, I have only just started, but I'm looking forward to learning more to learn about Tom Parker. The other books I have read about him haven't revealed much. I do have a book of Colonel Tom Parker by Todd Slaughter. Do any of you remember Todd Slaughter? I do have the book. I've never read it, but Todd Slaughter was the guy from England who actually met Elvis days before he passed away. Yeah. It was the leader of the fan club and would bring coach loads of British fans to Gracelands, and Colonel Tom Parker would do tours at Gracelands with Todd Slaughter and the fans, these coach load of fans. There was many coaches as well. So they were the original tours before the concept of creating a living museum at Graceland ever happened. Way before Priscilla. Way before Priscilla was, they were divorced. Yeah, she was gone. So when Priscilla tries to say it was her idea to do the living museum, Colonel Tom Parker was doing it with Todd Slaughter. Yeah, there's proof of it as well. There's even some footage out there as well showing these tours coming and going in the late 70s and early 80s. Okay, but we've done shows on this before. Okay, right. I'm just checking your comments. Let's keep going. Remember, we're learning as we go. Okay. Yeah, Todd Slaughter and Tom Parker were close friends. I've spoken with Todd Slaughter through emailing. Me and Todd Slaughter have emailed each other back and forth. He's very aware of me, and I was introduced to Todd Slaughter by Colin Paul. Recently, we spoke about Colin Paul, Friends of the Smiths, has just performed at Gracelands. He was at Marlowe's, and his guests were the Smiths. So me and Colin is a well-known entertainer, and he introduced me to Todd Slaughter. Okay, I'm not sure if Todd Slaughter fully agrees with what I do, but he's very aware of what we do. Okay, let's have a look. Several credible descriptions state that the relationship was long-standing, deeply committed, and built on mutual admiration, support, and especially in the early phase. Yeah, I think early on, Elvis's dad and Elvis himself were very trusting of Colonel Tom Parker. Come on, guys. Colonel Tom Parker opened some doors, didn't he? Got some really amazing connections. He definitely propelled the opportunities. He got Elvis on TV. He got Elvis into the movies. I do agree that it was inevitable. I do agree that any manager, because Elvis was so talented and gifted and the way he was, obviously how he looked and the way he was, I do agree that Elvis was going to be famous with any manager. With any manager. Yeah. I will never say that Elvis is famous because of Colonel Tom Parker. I will never say that. Yeah. Because I don't believe it. So this is Karen's comment. Elvis repeatedly chose to work, to tour, and to return to the stage because performing was central to his identity. He was not coerced labor. He was an artist who equated purpose and performance. There we are. That's from Karen. Come on, Elvis did his own thing. Before Colonel Tom Parker come along, he was doing a lot of performances, traveling to different gigs for quite a while. Yeah, he had created a real buzz, hasn't he? In the South, he had created a buzz, yeah, of his own. Don't forget, we've got some records, Sam Phillips and all the rest of it. You know, so Elvis did his own thing, and then Colonel Tom Parker spotted him, yeah, and saw an opportunity. Yeah. And, but I do believe that Colonel Tom Parker loved Elvis. I really do. I really do. But he also took advantage of him. There was, you know, there's many things Colonel Tom Parker did that I do not agree with. Okay. Let's keep going. Important boundary we could say to this book portrayal, as it is stated in summaries, but we shouldn't claim that we know private feelings beyond the documented material. Yeah. So what Peter Guralnick specifically is trying to do here, okay, this is reviews. So there's some reviews out, okay, and it says, let's have a look what the reviews say. Hang on, what is it? 1955 to 1956, the launch into the national fame. Parker moves quickly as a promoter, and okay, this is jumping around a bit, but let's just read it. Parker moves quickly as a promoter and strategist, accelerating Elvis' leap from regional sensational to national star. I think we agree with that. But Colonel Tom Parker took him from regional to national. He had the connections, okay? He was an experienced manager, okay? In this book, let's have a look. What else is something? Let me just keep looking. Parker's role in building the superstar model, promotion, deals, mass reach, and merchandising. We got to give that to Colonel Tom Parker, don't we? Promotion, creating the superstar model, building Elvis up so he's worldwide, doing amazing deals. Come on, we all know Colonel Tom Parker was very good at negotiating the big money. So you've just said she didn't like him. Who didn't like him? That's right. Karen just said she didn't like him. Who? Yeah. Is it Gladys? Gladys didn't like him. Is that who you're talking about? Mass reach, merch. Come on. We know that Colonel Tom Parker was the king of merchandising. Okay. Let's have a look. So later years. Okay. So we've got, now this. Remember, I didn't write this. Okay, guys. So eventually Parker, let's have a look. So I'm skipping a few bits, guys. Don't forget, I've got an interview to play as well, yeah? Let's have a look. It's not very clear to read, guys. You guys can go back and read it anyway. So in 1977, Parker remained tied to the Elvis business. Parker continued handling Elvis's business. Yeah, so we know about this. We've done topics on this, haven't we? So after Elvis died, Parker was still very much in control, wasn't it? Yeah, with Vernon, and it says here, I think Priscilla and Colonel Tom Parker and Vernon wanted Parker to carry on. Yeah, which upsets us, doesn't it, guys? Because the deal was so unfair. But eventually there is it called probate? Yeah. So eventually there is some kind of legal action issued for mismanagement of accounts, etc. A settlement is after probate is achieved, and they basically pay Parker off, don't they? Yeah. So then it's complicated. We've already done a few videos on this, a few live streams on this. Let's have a look. So Parker then later spent the last years of his life in Vegas. I heard that he carried on with the gambling problem. He died from a stroke in 1997, and he was aged 87 years old. Age 87. And then why the book matters. It says it treats Elvis and Parker's relationship as a historically important rather than a villain. So it tells me he's not anti-Parker. Peter Guralnick, yeah? Okay, right. Let's play the video. We've got an interview, okay, guys? Now, I have not watched this interview. I've heard it's interesting. Let me just check your comments. Let's just get your comments up. Okay, here we go. Right. So we're going to play this, and I got to go shopping for the kids, guys, because we're doing chili con carne and spaghetti tonight. I got to buy it. I got to get the kids from school. I got to cook it. So we'll play this. I don't know what it's going to say. This is a reaction review, so we will be stopping and starting and adding commentary because we have to. It's a YouTube rule. Here goes, guys.
Well, what about you, Mr. Presley? Are you ready to fly?
Are you ready to fly?
Yes, I'm ready. Ready to fly.
That's Tom Hanks in Baz Luhrmann's Elvis.
So what about you? Are you ready to fly? Yes, sir. I'm ready to fly. Guys, I just want. I have got complicated views on the Baz Luhrmann's film, Elvis, but I like Austin Butler. I want you to know that I'm a big fan of Austin Butler. I like Baz Luhrmann. Big fan of Baz Luhrmann. I think the film is very dodgy and factually really bad. A lot of that film has been made to please Priscilla, to keep her on side so that she adds credibility to the film, but which she doesn't, by the way. I'm not keen on the film. I'm not keen on the film, but I do like Austin Butler. Okay, and I do like Baz Luhrmann. Here goes, guys.
Portraying Colonel Tom Parker, a key figure in Elvis Presley's meteoric success. But as Anthony Mason tells us, the legendary manager's legacy is complicated.
I came to Memphis all the time, and
Graceland.
So here's Peter Guralnick, guys. I have not watched this. Let's just see what happens. Yeah?
Has been like a second home to author Peter Guralnick.
You'd come in here to do research after the tourists left.
it was
So Vernon's office, yeah? This is where Donna Presley worked. Donna's told me that her desk was next to Vernon's on one side, and on the other, she was doing fan mail, Donna Presley, and Patsy Presley was on the other side doing admin for Vernon. They also told me that Vernon was very unwell and found it difficult to breathe when they were working for him in those last months. Let's keep going.
a long day.
Working out behind Elvis's Memphis mansion in the office of his father, Vernon Presley.
So did you go through all these filing cabinets?
Yeah.
Guralnick's written the definitive 2-volume biography of the king, and now the story of Colonel Tom Parker, Elvis's legendary manager.
So, guys, while we're here live, are you upset with Colonel Tom Parker? Just put it in the views. Anyone that watches this tonight, obviously many of you are asleep, so good morning to you. I hope you've had a good night's sleep. Get yourself a coffee or a cup of tea and watch this. Hope you're feeling good today. Thank you for joining my show. But how do you feel about Colonel Tom Parker? Do you have good and bad thoughts about him? Put it in the comments. Or are you really upset with him, mad at him? Put it in the comments. Do you like him? Put it in the comments. Do you think he's the reason Elvis shot to worldwide fame? Or was he just lucky and in the right place at the right time? Put it in the comments, yeah?
Did what you find surprise you?
It totally surprised me.
Don't be cruel.
Oh, don't play music. Please don't play music. Right, keep
It's
going.
popular culture, and how Parker's marketing.
Sorry, I'm not allowed to play music, so I have to jump over music, okay?
Savvy
Bring your cameras over here.
and enduring loyalty helped the king get his crown.
So Dan has just said Peter Guralnick does amazing research on all his books. Thanks, Dan.
I mean, did he kind of create the template for being a manager of a musician?
And it wasn't original to him, it wasn't brand new, but he carried it, I think, to a far greater extent than anyone had before.
We're gonna do a song for you. We got on Sun record. It goes something like this.
Ugh, I really want to play this. I really want to play this. Ugh, I can't play it. Right, let's just jump forward. I'm not allowed to play music.
When Parker first caught his act in 1955,
Right, hang on. I love this footage. I absolutely love it.
Parker, who was then handling Hank Snow, quickly put Elvis in the show.
Here it is. Hank Snow, extra added Elvis Presley.
So let's have a look at that then. Look, the Grand Ole Opry, Hank Snow. So this is the beginning, isn't it? Don't forget, they're at Graceland. They're in the office. Yeah. So this is the actual newspaper clippings, cuttings, whatever you want to call it. Amazing. I'm going to take a picture of that. I'm going to read one of them. Let me just take a picture of it for my Facebook. Sorry, Gracelands. This is going to go on my Facebook. Let's just get you back up, guys. So it says, Elvis Presley above and his Blue Moon Boys will be among the featured entertainers who will appear on the Hank Snow show at the Galveston City Auditorium Monday. Brilliant. Let's keep going, guys.
Yeah. This is Colonel's scrapbook.
This is Colonel Scrapbook?
Yeah, Colonel kept scrapbooks of everything.
Oh, I need to rewind that bit. I want to see that page. Come on, guys. Let's get some sneaky bit of... Well, there we are. We got it. I'm going to take a picture of that as well. Oh, I'm being naughty. Sorry, Gracelands, but it's too good. I'm going to zoom in on it as well. Sorry, guys. I need to do this. We're going to use these. We're going to use some of this. Louis is being naughty. Okay. Okay, sorry. Let's just read your comments a minute. Right, so it says here, let's have a look. Tom Hanks spoke to Priscilla during the filming and just believed every word that she said. No offense to Tom Hanks. Yeah, I'm a Tom Hanks. I tell you what, I've seen Tom Hanks's interview concerning the film. He has no idea what he's talking about. Tom Hanks, no offense, you have no idea what you're talking about. And your views are completely wrong. You need to do some proper research about the truth, because the Baz Luhrmann film was wrong. Okay, but I do like you. Tom Hanks, I like you. Right. Let's have a look. I have mixed feelings. So Emma says, I have mixed feelings about him. I definitely respect him for what he did for Elvis' early career, and I respect him and never publicly speaking badly for Elvis. Yeah, I just want to say this. This is my view as a fan. I think anyone was going to get Elvis famous. I think eventually, sooner or later, Elvis was going to be the most famous man in the world. But I do think if it wasn't for Tom Parker, it would have happened later. Yeah, not so early when he was so young. Yeah, I'll give him that. Let's have a look. Deborah says, I do think Elvis was already on his way to be famous. However, Parker did great things to produce him. Yeah, I agree. He definitely pushed it forward, didn't he? So Geo Solid Hero says, Parker was a marketing genius. as much as Elvis was a musical genius. Okay, yeah. They kept the roles separated. Parker warned Elvis in the 60s about the Memphis Mafia. He told Elvis to get rid of them. Okay. Now, the Memphis Mafia, my views on the Memphis Mafia are mixed. Because I see the good and I see the bad. They loved him. They'd take a bullet for him. But they also backstabbed him, betrayed him, were jealous, envious. Get it? Couldn't be trusted, some of them. Yeah. So I have complicated views about the Memphis Mafia. Parker got Elvis to stardom quicker. There we are. That's what I was saying. So hi, Dan. Thank you. Elvis was not going to get there as quick. Yeah. Timing is everything. I accept that. The music world was changing very fast in 56. Parker does not need. So Parker does need a little credit. Yeah. Come on. I agree. I agree with that, Dan. You know, we're just speaking as fans, guys. That's all we're doing. Yeah, so he was... Yeah, if we're talking about acting, I think Elvis was a really good actor. He just needed better roles later. So the good roles that he got, like King Creole, I thought he was bloody good. I thought he was really good in Jailhouse Rock as well.
Colonel kept scrapbooks of everything he ever did.
This is an ad in Cashbox in December of 1955. The most talked about new personality in the last 10 years of recorded music.
And that's a picture that...
So that, you know, let me just I want to hear that again because it's very important.
10 years of recorded music.
And
so the most talked about new personality in the last 10 years of recorded music. So true. And what a good picture.
that's a picture that Colonel had taken in Tampa, which a variant of that, I think, became the cover of Elvis's first album.
All right, I didn't know that. So he just said Colonel Tom Parker took that picture, okay?
A variant of that, I think, became the cover of Elvis's first album.
Yeah.
No, we're not playing music. Right.
And 12 million records in 1956. The Colonel negotiated his recording contracts, his movie deals, and oversaw all his marketing. As he would write, "I don't just sit here and smoke cigars hoping for something to happen."
I'll tell you what, I will say this. He worked his ass off. Yeah, I'm talking about Colonel Tom Parker. To run Elvis, yeah, you know, don't forget, he handled everything, yeah. He was a bloody workaholic, yeah. He was a workaholic, Colonel Tom Parker. He gave it 100%.
There is so much love in some of his early letters to Elvis, and in one he says, you know, you are just like me. You're sensitive, you're easily hurt, but only those we love can hurt us.
Elvis would write back, "I love you like a father." Colonel Tom Parker wasn't actually...
And I've heard this before, guys, that Elvis had a phase. I'm just checking how long we've been on, guys. I've heard this before, that Elvis had a phase where he looked at Colonel Tom Parker in a fatherly way. And I get that. I understand that. He does have a fatherly way about him.
a colonel. He also wasn't American.
He was, in fact, a stowaway from Holland.
He was.
Andreas van...
Yeah, so we all know this now, don't we, guys? This is well known now, isn't it, guys? So we'll play it anyway.
Was, in fact, a stowaway from Holland.
He was.
Andreas van Kuijk arrived here in 1926.
I heard that he may have been involved in a murder. Have any of you heard that story? And he tried to get away from it. Obviously, I'm not saying that happened. It's just, you know, a discussion. But I thought everything I say on this show is for entertainment purposes. Nothing is fact. We are just having a discussion on YouTube for entertainment purposes. EPE.
Barely speaking English, the 16-year-old soon invented an origin story.
Once he declared himself to be Tom Parker, born in West Virginia, his identity was never questioned for over 50 years. The only
Again, we've all heard this, haven't we?
person who may have known it was Elvis Presley.
The honorary title Colonel would be bestowed on him by Louisiana's governor.
It became his first name, Colonel.
Yeah.
I mean, that was how...
So is this how he became, how he was called, why he was able to call himself Colonel? Because this was bestowed on him. What does it say here? My other request is my Fool's Team Cooker. Let's have a look. So Let's just hear it again. This is how he got the title colonel.
Would be bestowed on him by Louisiana's governor.
It became, his identity was never questioned for over 50 years. The only person who may have known it was Elvis Presley.
The honorary
So Elvis may have known. There we go.
title colonel would be bestowed on him by Louisiana's governor.
It became his first name, Colonel.
Yeah.
I mean, that was how he signed all of his letters.
Before Elvis, Parker made a star out of Eddie Arnold, booking him as the first hillbilly act in Vegas.
He had all the smarts of a con man, but he wasn't.
Actor George Hamilton befriended
So Linda has just said something may have happened in a grocery store. This is this alleged murder. Yeah. I have read all about it. I don't know if it's true, guys.
the colonel in his early days in Hollywood.
He knew how to make the other person want whatever he was selling.
Yeah.
So he's talking about the colonel. He knew how to make the other person want whatever it was he was selling. But I will say this, guys. Come on, it's Elvis. It's Elvis. Yeah? You don't have to make anyone want to buy what he's selling. Everyone wanted Elvis. So I'm not going to give Colonel Tom Parker the credit for the fact that people wanted Elvis. I won't do that. So I don't agree with this part. Okay, guys? Come on, everyone wanted Elvis. Nothing to do with the Colonel.
Why was he so driven, do you think?
Emotional stuff from his childhood.
Yeah.
I feel like he had some horrible damage done. He didn't like his father.
Yeah.
Parker would become
So Parker didn't like his father, yeah? Let's keep going.
notorious for taking a 50% cut of some of Elvis's later deals.
So I heard, I could be wrong, tell me if I'm wrong, that it wasn't 50%. It was 50% of certain deals, 25% of other deals. What is true, guys? Tell me. Put it in the comments.
Now, I sat with him one day and I said, is it right to get a half of everything?
Yeah.
And he said, well, 50% of something is better than 100% of nothing.
Yeah.
I get the thinking on that, but I think the deal was a bit more complicated than that.
And I said, well, you mean your half or his? He said, well, if he didn't have my half, he wouldn't have his.
The other thing I was told, I think that's quite funny. If he didn't have my half, he wouldn't have his half. But I was also told it was after expenses. Tell me if I'm right or wrong. That yes, he got 50% of certain parts, of the deals after expenses. So all the expenses would come out. Then they would split the 50%. Is this true? Tell me about it, guys.
And I got it.
So Linda has just said she thinks it was 50% of the merchandising. Do you know what? We need to do a topic on this. We need to find the deal. I know it was never in writing, yeah? But we need to find out more about the deal. And like Linda just said, merchandising, etc. Obviously, there was the movie contracts. What percentage did Colonel Tom Parker get? I heard that he had upfront fees. There was some back pocket money. I heard a lot of the deals that Colonel Tom Parker did, it was cash. Cash. The money went straight in the pocket. Just what I heard, guys.
The colonel offered Hamilton an opportunity in Vegas.
He said, by the way, Elvis has got to take 2 weeks off at the Hilton, and I booked you in. I said, I can't do that show. I said, that doesn't make any sense, Colonel. He said, George, you want $50,000 a week? I said, yes. He said, it's 2 weeks. He said, for that, you can do anything, can't you? I said, yes, sir.
I'm going to play that again. That's hilarious. Let's play that again, guys. Funny.
You want $50,000 a week? I said, yes. He said, it's 2 weeks. He said, for that, you can do anything, can't you? I said, yes, sir.
Oh, that is funny. And we like, is it George Hamilton? We like him, don't we? Come on, guys.
Owner Conrad Hilton on stage in Vegas. Parker confronted him backstage.
Essentially, Elvis and Colonel fired each other.
Yeah, isn't this the bit that's in Baz Luhrmann's film? Yeah, they suck each other and they get angry with each other and then they make up. Neither Elvis or the Colonel could imagine a world without each other. Does anyone agree with that? Yeah, it's complicated, isn't it, guys? Put it in the comments. Do any of you think that is the case? They couldn't imagine a world without each other. What do you think, guys? Put it in the comments. Read Dan's comment. He made them want him in the way of not overexposing Elvis, and that's how you want more. Like not doing encores, leaving them wanting more. Parker did help. Dan, do you know what? With respect, Dan, I know what you're saying, and yes, I know that he did that. Yeah, he didn't have to. This is my opinion. Not obviously, Dan. I understand his point. I don't think if Elvis was overexposed, it would have been a problem, and I also don't think that the public needed to be left wanting more. Yeah, and I get it with the not doing encores and all that. I also think this thing where he stopped him going on TV, I don't think it helped him. I think people would have loved it if he was on TV more. I also think Elvis not giving interviews was a mistake. Honestly, I think the more interviews, the better. So, Dan, I completely understand the strategy that Tom Parker had. And I know I see your point, but I don't think it was needed. I honestly don't think it was needed. Elvis was too amazing. He was so amazing that everyone was going to want more, more, more. Come on. You could never get enough of Elvis. So, but I say that, Dan, with respect, we can agree to disagree, okay?
Elvis's increasing drug use.
I think he was at a loss. I think there was an element of denial, but he was well aware of what was going on. Nobody could miss what was going on.
In Vegas, Colonel developed his own addiction. George Hamilton saw it firsthand.
He used to get me to go gambling with him. God. And
So he's going to discuss the gambling. Obviously, we know he was a bloody serious gambling. Blew a fortune. Blew an absolute fortune.
he would go all in on big money.
Yeah.
I saw close to $1 million lost at the table.
And that's one night at a table. He lost $1 million. Could you imagine how much $1 million was worth in the 70s?
Really?
Yes.
They were caught in a trap, as Elvis sang.
Yeah.
I mean, neither one of them could confront the other one with his problem.
You described them as being locked.
So did you hear that? He says neither one could confront the other one with the problem. I'm guessing that Elvis concerning Colonel Tom Parker's gambling problem, and Colonel Tom Parker with Elvis overprescribing, taking too much prescription medication. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, neither one of them could confront the other one with his problem.
You described them.
So yeah, I see Gio's comment that Gio basically saying that he could, because he was so exclusive, Colonel Tom Parker could demand more money. I see that. But that was still the case. Whether he was on TV or not, or did interviews, or didn't do encores, I still think Colonel Tom Parker was in a position to demand more money. He had Elvis. Elvis was a cash cow. Colonel Tom Parker, no matter how strict he was managing Elvis, was always going to be able to demand top dollar. For Elvis, it's Elvis.
As being locked in a relationship of mutual denial.
Yeah, I think that's
So he says locked in mutual denials. Elvis with his prescription medication problem. Colonel Tom Parker with his gambling. So Dan says Elvis would not be the same. When you see a person too much, it becomes normal, and the figures. I don't agree. Dan, shall I tell you why I don't agree? Because it's Elvis. It's Elvis. Anybody else, maybe. Not Elvis. Not Elvis. Sorry, mate. Elvis, you could not get enough of him. We can agree to disagree. Remember that. It's all good.
I agree with myself.
Guralnick calls it the twin tragedies of their story.
The family and friends of Elvis Presley today paid their last respects to the rock and roll idol, while thousands of his fans maintained their vigil outside his Memphis estate. We have two.
And when Elvis died, Colonel's reaction, he went into shock.
See, when Elvis died, Colonel Tom Parker went into shock. It's very sad.
Never stop trying to keep his name alive, Parker said. He would die in 1997.
This is what the desk we worked at.
Yeah.
Let me just quickly show you where he says this is the desk we worked at. Let me show you that.
This is what the desk.
So there it is, guys. This is a very simple, basic desk. Typical 1950s. Nothing flash about it. Pretty basic.
We worked at.
Yeah.
So am I getting it confused? Right, I just want to get it clear. I think I've confused something. I definitely have confused. You've got Vernon's office, and then you've got Colonel Tom Parker's office. Yeah. So explain it to me, guys. Even I don't know this. Did they work together, or is this separate? Do any of you know, guys? Let me just I just want to clear that up in my brain. Remember, I'm no expert. I get things wrong. I know about the building that was knocked down, that was Colonel Tom Parker's office. I know about that. He had this separate building, didn't he? Yeah. So, in case I've confused it, we could be talking about two different offices. Do any of you guys know? Please put it in the comments.
In 1997.
This is what the desk we worked at.
Yeah.
While Guralnick was doing research at Graceland, he was told the office telephone was disconnected.
Let me just show that bit again. I'm a little bit trying to work out about the offices, guys, because there was more than one office, yeah?
He was told the office telephone was disconnected.
Should we take a picture of that? Let's take a picture of that. Come on, guys. Do any of you know about the offices? Let me know. I want to learn. Teach me. Right, okay.
Told the office telephone.
Here we go. I'm just taking a picture of these letters, guys, so we can see if we can learn something from the letters, okay? I know I'm being a bit naughty, but I just want to do it. Right, okay, let's keep going.
Telephone was disconnected.
And so one night we were working quite late, and it was 10 o'clock at night, and all of a sudden the phone rang. And so, you'll have to tell me, was this Elvis? Was this Vernon? Maybe it was Colonel. Although Colonel really had nothing. And, we stared at it. Should we answer? Should we not answer?
Yeah.
Who knows what would have happened if we'd answered? But we did not answer. We just listened to it ring until it finally stopped ringing.
He wanted the idea that there was one of those three on the other end of the line.
Well, and you want to preserve the mystery.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay, guys. I enjoyed that. I know it's just a little short. It's CBS Sunday Morning. I think that was good. I enjoyed that. I'd like to do a part 2 on Peter Guralnick. Maybe discuss more of this, discuss the other books, listen to some more of his interviews. I know there's a few interviews, guys. I got to go shopping now, but yeah. So there we are. Dan's just said. Parker had an office not in Memphis. Right. So there are 2 offices. Good. Thank you. So I want to get that clear. Because remember, I'm still learning, guys. I'm no expert. Thanks, Dan. And Dan said, let's have a look. I disagree. I'm 100% sure of that. It's okay, mate. It's okay. We can disagree, agree to disagree. It's all good. We like a bit of healthy debate. Healthy debate is a good thing, but please don't take it personal and run off and set up a Facebook Messenger. Dan, don't run off and do a Facebook Messenger chat and try and entice my group and turn them against me. I'm only joking. I'm only joking, mate. Sorry, I have to laugh at it. Sorry. That's even got my throat bad. Come on, we can laugh at it. Can't we laugh at it? Let's have a look. Yeah, Mike Tyson loves Elvis. Come on. Sorry, Dan. I couldn't help it. Oh, sorry. So I've made my throat get bad now. Right. We can agree to disagree. Right. Okay, guys. So I'm going to go shopping. I actually enjoyed that. It was only part one. I want to go into that book a lot more. I want to go into Peter Guralnick a lot more, understand him. He does seem to be highly respected. You know, The Last Train to Memphis and Careless, was it Careless something? Careless something, yeah. So I think we should look into it. So before I go, would you like anyone like to ask anything before I go? And then I'm off. I'm going to go shopping and get the spaghetti stuff, you know, the chili. I got to do as I'm told. My wife, honestly, if I don't go shopping and buy the ingredients for the chili con carne and the spaghetti and do the washing up, get the kids, I'll be in trouble. Yeah. And remember, my wife every day says to me, you never do anything. You never do anything. And I'm like, So I get the kids breakfast. I make their packed lunch. I take them to school. Then I go shopping and then I cook the food tonight. And while I'm doing that, I do 3 shows on my YouTube channel. I walk the dogs. I go weightlifting and I go for a run. My wife's like, you don't do anything. You just sit on the sofa all day watching TV. I never watch TV. I say to my wife, I never watch TV, ever. I watch a bit of Elvis. Actually, last night, I did watch TV late last night. Me and Tino, my 5-year-old, watched the new Jurassic Park. Have any of you seen the new Jurassic Park? It was actually okay. Me and my 5-year-old, Tino, and he absolutely loved it. Guys, didn't we all love dinosaurs when we were kids? Didn't we all love dinosaurs when we were kids? I did. And I tell you what, I've never seen a kid in my life so excited to see a dinosaur. Do we remember the first time we watched Jurassic Park? Do you remember that? Do we all remember in the 90s when Jurassic Park was coming out? And everyone was saying, oh, they found a way to recreate real dinosaurs on a big screen. And we were all excited about it in the 90s. Yeah. So I had that from my son, Tino. Me and Tino watched it. And he was like, Dad. Funny. Cute. So cute. I'm so lucky. So lucky. Quickly read your messages. Have you ever do anything, Louis? Why don't you make Elvis videos? Yeah, I make about 1 million. My wife literally thinks I do nothing. Thanks, Emma. Good luck with the book. You know, we support you. Peter Guralnick book of all Elvis music catalogue. It's amazing. Thank you. Is that, hang on a minute, isn't that, 1 second. Dan, are we talking about this book? This was sent to me by Sean at Sundowners. Peter Guralnick and Colin. I have the book. I have it. Right. If only I had time for these books. Yeah, Josie says, happy wife, happy life. And she's right. And my wife knows that as well because she uses it against me constantly. Yeah, we enjoyed it. This was a nice live, guys. I really enjoyed it. Okay, right. I better go, I suppose. I could just sit here all day, couldn't I? Yeah. And, but I'll be told off. I'm surprised she hasn't phoned me. Have you been shopping yet? Have you been shopping? I'll be like, yeah, I'm on my way. Are you making videos again? No, I've only made one today. I've had no time. I've been washing up and cleaning all day. She never believes me. She never believes me. Yeah, it was actually sent to me by Sean. Sean sent it me at Sundowns. Love him. We love Sean. Thank you so much, Sean. Our man in Memphis. Okay, guys. Thanks to everyone. Now, remember, we can agree to disagree. It's all good. Love you guys. Team Elvis, you're very important. You rock. Loyalty is very important in Team Elvis. If you're loyal to me, I'm loyal to you. Let's be loyal to each other. I need to go and get my chores done. Linda has just told me I've got to go and get my chores done. Love you guys. You're the best. Take care. Bye, guys.